Cato.
I'm Walter Bowley.
And I'm Matt Harnick. Wild card.
Nope. I remembered.
I didn't.
Whatever the fuck you call yourself, I remembered. But
You
this
remember
is...
that it was wild card?
Yeah, but I don't know. He called himself other things as well.
Oh,
whole
whole family?
and other... Whatever, all the
I'm
other...
sorry that I'm YOLO, 420 swag blazing, get on my level, bitch. What's my name? Or whatever the hell you said.
It's come at me, bro. Do you even lift?
That's the lame.
We'll put that
That's
hashtag
lame.
right here so you guys can tweet
No.
about that.
I'm not gonna put that. That should never be on Twitter.
We'll see. I don't know.
Alright, maybe I shouldn't have given you the coaster. Or just slamming your glass around on it.
I told you
making
not
a
to give me
shitload of
I'm putting
noise.
the coaster on the floor. Your wood's gonna get so
Jesus
warped.
Christ. But this is Podcast Reloaded episode 13.
Wait, there was last
No,
one
it's
13?
14.
You told me yesterday it was
No,
12.
I told you 13. I remember,
Yeah, 'cause last
we were
time-
talking about how I was
yeah.
unlucky.
Yeah, it's 14.
You got me confused.
I
Episode
told you, I
14.
said I thought it was 13 after
Okay,
a while,
Matt,
but you
yeah.
obviously
I know,
don't listen.
but I didn't remember. Alright.
Ton of it.
Episode 14. See, we're getting up. We've got so many episodes I don't even remember.
We have 14.
I know, it's crazy. But, decent news this week. Nothing too crazy.
But next month will be.
Oh, yes.
What's next month?
DMC,
The Order.
The Order, and something else.
Isn't Evolve coming out in February as well?
That's
Fall.
right, yeah.
Not all that crazy about that game, but we can talk about that later. We got a few emailed in and commented questions. Thank you all. We'll read them after the news. But I guess I'll just start off. Borderlands Handsome Edition is coming to Xbox One and PS4. It includes Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, and it will have all the DLC. And
I'm
it will
gonna buy
cost
that.
$60.
Because one of the biggest regrets I didn't beat on the old gen was Borderlands 2.
And I heard the pre-sequel was pretty good.
See,
I can't remember. Did they say you play as Handsome Jack, or he just
He's
works
one of the
with
playable
you
characters.
work with...
No, he's one of the playable
Oh.
characters.
All right, well then obviously.
I
And
thought you-
Claptrap is
I
also
thought you
a
just
character.
worked for him. I didn't think he was playable.
I could have swore he was a
Yeah.
you worked with him.
I am pretty sure you can play as him.
Yeah, I think you just worked
All right,
for
well, Walt
Handsome
doesn't
Jack.
count, so we
Yeah.
don't
So
care about
you
him.
can
Pretty-
vote me off the island if I'm
Alright.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure you.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I think you work for him
Think
in
so.
the pre-sequel.
But anyways,
Can you hit the Google sphere
But
like real
no,
quick?
because I know you don't.
Alright,
I know 100% you work for him.
then you should have been more certain, and I would have backed off. But then you
Well,
were
there
all
you go.
like,
I'm 100%.
"Oh, well, now I don't believe it."
But, see, I was just warming back up to sequel, like, HD remakes and all this porting games and everything because, I realize I complain about it a lot. But then I'm always like, yeah, but if they made this one game HD, I'd be okay with it. So I'm just, you know what, it's fine, all this stuff. But, are you fucking kidding me? This game came out like 3 months
No,
ago.
it's just a port. That's fine.
I know, but...
sorry, Walt got you. He was a DLC character.
Oh,
Ooh!
okay, fine. Whatever, I don't care about
Ooh, that felt
He
good.
wasn't originally playable.
Oh, it wasn't a really playable. Okay.
Prequel, Borderlands, the prequel sequel,
The
pre-sequel, first DLC characters, Handsome Jack.
So, he can read. Don't tell the man he
I
can't
know
read.
he doesn't ever understand. He feels like I don't know what I'm talking about.
That feels good.
Whatever.
100% is worth exactly.
Yeah, because I knew that he wasn't
maybe
playable.
Sean
in the
is right.
beginning.
Maybe you are just so slow.
No,
you can't accept when
No,
you're
no.
because in the
See,
beginning you...
Refer to nickcato.com for where he learned where you couldn't find Handsome Jack.
No, because in the beginning, in this game, you do work for him.
Well, if they are giving me the DLC, I'm playing it.
Yeah, it's all
he's a
DLC.
baller.
So I've heard. I didn't play Borderlands 2 really.
He's funny.
Anyway,
I heard he was like one of the best villains. Like people just liked him.
He was just funny, and he kind of just makes his little side little one-liners.
I don't know, I've been warming back. I don't know. This...
But like
I
when
have
the
no
pre-sequel
interest.
came out, I can imagine a lot of people who went to next gen were like,
They didn't play it.
Like, I
Yeah.
didn't play it.
It's
So,
stupid. They should have just released
The
it on
pre-sequel, it
PS4.
probably got a good
and
install
Xbox
base,
One.
and they were like, you know what? Maybe we should have ported it in the first place to new gen. Let's do it. So
Should have just made
They
it...
probably did it and did what they're doing now, so they won't be
Just-
judged on their graphics because they're exactly the same as 2.
yeah, it probably is.
A little salty.
Where's the? Let me get the salt shaker right quick.
Alright.
Don't fiddle with it.
But, alright, yeah. Borderlands, pre-sequel, Handsome Edition, whatever.
I'm excited for it. These two are haters.
There should be a timetable. 3 months? Come on, man. Just
Okay, if X equals the acceptable amount of time for a game to be released until it's ported to next gen, what does X equal?
5 years.
5 years.
There you go. See this?
You
This
wanted
is
Zach
you know
to
what?
wait 5 years to play Borderlands the pre-sequel?
He shouldn't have had to. If you wanted it to be an Xbox 360 game, just keep it on there. Don't try to suck more money out.
I
of us.
thought you were just like, I don't give a shit about the games.
I don't really
Yeah,
care to
they're not
play
sucking any
Borderlands,
more
but-
money out of that. They're just sucking
Yeah,
the
but
first money out of it.
yeah, but I'm just saying it's stupid. You should have just released it. You should have just released it.
Yeah, but look at
for-
this. Look at the bright side on this, though. Now I can get. Now, for me, it's good because I didn't play either or. Well, I did play 2, but I only played a little bit of it.
And I doubt people...
And I get to play all the DLC, which, believe it or not, Borderlands 1 still holds the greatest DLC game, or DLC to a game so far.
I will
over
refute
Shivering
that.
Isles?
I was about to say that. I will refute.
The attack on Nox or whatever it is, it got rated like. Whenever I watched it, it got rated the greatest DLC ever created.
That's crazy.
I don't
If
agree
it's
with
true,
that.
that's crazy.
But speaking of Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls Online, Tamriel Unlimited is coming. It finally has a release date for PS4 and Xbox One. It's
Really?
coming June 9th. It includes everything from the PC game, plus all the new updates and added content additions. Oh, it will not require a monthly sub fee.
So isn't that like exactly what you said?
Almost. Almost exactly what I said.
What did you...
I thought it was going to be like DC Universe, where it's just
That's not exactly
free.
what I did. Oh, just free.
This is
one
like
you gotta pay
a
constant
buy to
price,
play, and then
which
there's
is fine.
ESO Plus will be an option where you'll get all the DLC, a monthly allowance of crowns, which is an in-game currency, and bonus XP earned
Oh, that sucks. That's pay to win.
and gold acquired. But
I don't like that.
see, no, if they do it right, if they make it to where it's not like unplayable, if it's free, then it'll be fine.
Like if I have to do like 8 hours of grinding just because I don't have ESO,
I don't know,
it's like
They're not changing how much like base you get. Like you'll be getting the normal amount.
Yeah.
They just get a little added. I don't really care about
it
that.
makes me shady.
And if I really want the DLC, I'll just buy it. I don't really
And
care.
then I don't know. I thought we were gonna see Last Guardian before we saw this game on consoles. So
Why would you ever think that?
because they just kept it was supposed to be like March last year or something like that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be when it came out for PC a little bit
Is
after.
that South PAX supposed to come out? Or what?
Yeah, it was this weekend. Yeah,
Yeah. Just
Oh, it already happened?
back south. Yeah,
So did they actually talk about Borderlands 3?
we'll get to
I'm
that.
not sure if it was announced.
We'll get to that. It's all in the news, man. Don't worry.
All
I got it
in the
all.
news.
But I'm so excited for this game. I love Elder Scrolls. I can't wait for it.
Elder Scrolls is my favorite franchise of all time, and I'm just not sure if I'm excited for this. Or
I've
not.
I've seen the gameplay. Like everyone, I've listened to a lot of other people that have way more knowledge than I do about video games. They all said it just got a bad rap in the beginning because it was like every other MMO and had problems at launch, which is sort of like every other game, I can say, not just MMOs. But they said that it just got a bad rap and people just stopped playing it. But they said it's a really great game, and if you're a fan of Elder Scrolls, you'll love this game.
Well, I'm something of a fan of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I won't say it's number 1, but it breaks top 10 of best Elden.
What was number one?
There is, and I'm looking
Oh,
at
it's just
various
like-
ones. I didn't even see.
Oh,
I didn't even
so
see.
it wasn't-
I didn't even see your one you're talking about though.
Shivering Islands is the best DLC ever. But we'll move on if you want. You have anything to add?
I want to
'Cause
say
you're
Citadel
Because you're the
One
MMO
of
king.
Citadel. Oh, that's a good one.
for the
Yeah, so
Elder Scrolls.
coming to
It's just like Star Wars. I mean,
Coming
you
to
pay to
consoles.
play, and if you play,
Well-
if you pay to play, like
You
you pay
pay.
the money, you're gonna get like a lot of
yeah, but
benefits and
but actually it's not like Star Wars because Star Wars is free. This you have to still buy the game. It's just no subscription.
Oh well, that's just because
This
Star
is-
Wars is so old. This game's still new. Like when it went free to play, Star Wars was out for like 2 years.
Now, does Star Wars, like, if you pay the subscription, do you get more content, or is it just like XP boosts?
See, the thing.
No, you get when you pay, which I did because it was worth it. Because if you don't pay, you get like 2 characters you can only play.
And
trust me,
not to
Star
mention-
Wars had like a lot of characters I wanted to play
They
anyways.
make
And
you mad.
when I was like a first day when that game came out and played it, so I had a bunch of characters. Anyways, you pretty much get everything you got for the subscription, but they had the whole like cartel coin shop thing, which
That's not
every time you pay. I'm just telling you what Star Wars is. I'm not saying it's exactly like Skyrim.
I don't know. I'm not saying that's not all that they left out of that. The thing that really pissed me off is they like took Sprint away from you and shit if you didn't
Yeah.
pay. That's fucking
They just made it to where it's like, oh,
That's trolling.
It is.
That
That's
is
true.
trolling.
they're doing it because they want you to pay.
So if,
I get that.
But listen, I mean, well, you don't bitch. You're not paying jack for it.
I know, but don't take away
So-
my ability to play the game.
No, they're not. You can still run.
Oh.
It's just, yeah, they made everything. It was pretty much all that you were able to do, long story short, is play the story and level up a character. You weren't really able to play any of the mid dungeons. You couldn't PvP. You couldn't do anything. So it was like, it
So
was
this-
practically
Elder
worthless
Scrolls-
to play.
Elder Scrolls
It
is-
doesn't
they're not
look
really
like
limiting
it
content.
doesn't look like that.
It's just like you get like in-game
yeah,
currency
so
and all
far
that.
we're not. I'm
If
not
I
100%
when I do get this game, because I will, I'm gonna put a subscription down
I'm
because
not.
I want to. It's like at the end of the fullest. So
I'm totally against monthly subscriptions. I don't know why.
if you really look at it though, Nick, really look at it. You're paying 50 cents a day
I'm not.
That's a lot.
I don't
for a
get-
month.
Yeah.
50 cents.
You know how much a gallon of water for me costs? 30. It's 20 cents more.
Well, guess what, Nick? Whenever you get your real estate, money like that's not going to be that much of a big deal.
But I'm still against it.
Okay.
What?
I don't get political points for being an idealist. I do the best I can with what I have.
But
People are still stupid enough to do it, so people are going to do it.
I can't wait
Nobody
for
catching
it.
the Dark Knight
When we
reference
want-
I just did there.
I just
No one
refuse
cares.
to acknowledge
Oh,
the
you
Dark Knight
refuse
reference.
subscriptions? You refuse Dark Knight
I
references?
refuse everything.
There's a lot of freaking salt in the air, alright? We need to clear this
Don't
up.
sit over here.
I'm just salty.
Alright, let's
All
just
right,
let's all
on.
take a deep breath.
No, I'm good. I'm
Let's
not salty
expand
at
the
all.
fresh air. I feel like this is.
I'm good.
Check your sodium.
I'm good. Moving on. I was gonna talk about. I know you don't. You guys won't give a rat's ass about this game. So you know what? I exited off, but I'll talk about it just because I want to. Ubisoft announced a procedural animated climbing game, Grow Home.
Climbing?
Yeah, it's there's not really much on it about it. It just got announced. It's like really cool, like art. You should look it up.
It's a game about climbing?
That's what I know. It's like all I know is like this. You have to like save your village or
What'd you
something,
do in
and you
Catherine?
climb up. Oh, suck it. But yeah, we won't look it up. I just want to let everyone know about it. Look up the trailer for it. Look up the stuff. It's cool. I like the art style.
You know what, Nick? I'm kind of interested.
Oh well, that's good. I figured you wouldn't because of
You
your
were-
stigma against smaller games.
You were right. I'm not.
Yeah. So moving on.
See, salt, man.
I just refuse to play indie games, you know? Like, no matter what. No matter how reasonable it would seem to play one, I just refuse. Can you understand that, Nick?
No, I
Can you
can't.
understand what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, you play on Xbox. You don't have any.
No, do you
games.
understand what I'm saying? Do you see the parallel
No.
between refusing to do something that makes
My
sense? to
God, dude.
It's okay, but no, I don't.
Dude, there's so much hate.
Because the indie games I play are cheap and you get a whole game for it instead of just paying for.
I got
DLC.
Limbo for free. It's pretty
Yeah,
fun. I mean,
Limbo is awesome.
I stopped playing.
It's a great game. But Game of Thrones Episode 2, the Telltale series, has a release date. It will come out on PC, PS3, PS4 on February 3rd, and it will hit Xbox One and 360 on February 4th. And then the iOS and Android game.
God, Xbox sucks. Hate.
What?
I just felt like saying that because I feel like there's so much hate today. So much.
No, I thought I would care about this game. I really honestly haven't played that many Telltale games. I played the Game of Thrones, or not Game of Thrones, the Walking Dead on my iPhone for a little bit, and I just didn't give a shit about it anymore, so I stopped. And I thought because I love Game of Thrones, but I have no interest in playing it. I just know a lot of people love it.
You just gotta have that desired taste. I haven't. Corey just bought the first season again, which I beat, but I would have to beat it again because I don't have my PS3 anymore. But anyways, and he bought season 2, so I want to play him. I was thinking about it today. I was like, oh man, Corey has that. I need to go get down and play him. It's one good story. They're good stories. It won Game of the Year for a reason.
It didn't win Game of the Year.
Well,
It got-
where
it
did it
did,
win
it
Game of
did.
the Year at?
It
Nowhere.
did win Game of the Year.
Journey won Game of the Year that year. Walking Dead was one of the things that were in the running for it. It was in the finalists, but it didn't win.
Are you talking about the VGAs, about GameSpot, IGN, Game Informer?
Oh.
Like, who's Game of the Year? Like,
VGAs,
Journey won
it was
Game of
Journey.
the Year everywhere?
VGAs, it was Journey. IGN, it was Journey. I'm not sure about GameSpot.
IGN's Game of the Year was Journey?
Yeah, when Walking Dead
Oh,
season
right.
1
Okay,
came
I was
out,
thinking
yeah.
of 2014. I was like,
Journey
that
was like
doesn't sound right.
wildly, like everyone loved that game.
Wow, I need to step up. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. Well, it was PlayStation 3 only.
But I still would have heard of it. Like,
Yeah.
you got like
It's not like a huge. It's like an indie game, sort of. I can't wait to play it when it comes to PS4.
Is it ported?
I think
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I guess they could make the color because it's like sort of like a really pretty looking game. So I guess they could make the color palette better. But that's about it. Yeah, this is the one I really want to fucking talk about, and I'm
What?
super excited. Did you see the HoloLens?
Microsoft?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Tony Stark technology.
Did you see the Minecraft thing with it?
No, I just heard about the HoloLens.
Oh, but it shows. So one of the things they showed is the dude scanned his room, and it turned into his Minecraft world. And he's like putting bricks on him and stuff, and he like put some TNT on his wall, and it like exploded, and like his wall at his house was like just a huge Minecraft field behind it. Pretty
Right.
awesome.
How does that help you play Minecraft though?
No, it's just awesome because anywhere you are turns into like Minecraft.
It was
Like-
a good game.
Like I look at my table and it goes like, and then the dude's all like, you can manipulate the things with your hands. To like make it bigger. This dude has like his apps on his refrigerator and it shows like the weather right there. And he has like a TV playing, a virtual TV. You can make it as big as you want. It was like watching Netflix. I can't wait for this. Like, I know
Can't
I'll
wait
never be
not
able to afford it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it probably won't come out for God knows how long.
It's like,
But-
God, I can't wait to not be able to afford this.
I have a simple question. Because I know Matt, this isn't VR, it's AR. Augmented reality. But, is this the future of gaming? The augmented reality?
I think it could be a.
But you can't deny that it's some form of virtual reality, though.
It's not virtual reality. Virtual reality is where you're like completely out. You can't see like that real world. It's AR, it's augmented.
Whatever.
Same thing.
What? We might have
It's in the same vein.
we
as
might
an
have
Oculus
some
Rift.
tech people who like shoot us a hateful comment if we knew we got that wrong. So I just
Well,
want
we
to
get
get
a
it.
comment, so it's also virtual. No,
No
we
such
do
thing
get
as bad
comments.
publicity.
Well, we could be.
I've heard that a
infamous.
lot. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's true.
And it is true. Like I'm sure someone who got like accused of like sexual assault wouldn't want to be in the news. So there is such thing as bad publicity.
But book deal.
No, I'm not gonna get into that.
But
I don't think this. I think honestly, I mean, just because they came out with this, look at what freaking the other two things that are coming out that are virtual reality. I
Yeah.
still think virtual reality. I feel like people see it too.
Oh yeah, I
I
can't
feel
wait
like
for
it's
it.
going to be virtual
I
reality.
mean, HoloLens will have games, but I don't think it's the
Yeah.
future of gaming. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like
That's not. You
Well-
can't sit there and say, "Oh my God, the thing that really stuck out was Minecraft."
No, I guess
That's
like
why I
maybe the
want
thing
this.
I'm saying is maybe it's the future because when you have this, it makes like your own TV. Like let's say
Yeah.
that's not coming out for years
Mhm.
probably. I don't know about yours. I think Matt mentioned it where you got like the App Store games.
yeah,
Maybe you just bring your controller around, play wherever you want
that'd be cool.
because it has like all the tech built in.
VGAs. 2012 it won Game of the Year.
Oh. Whatever. I was pretty sure Journey won. Best
VGAs were
original
like,
score,
what's
Journey.
Journey? I probably got nominated for sure.
Oh yeah, Journey's that weird game that I don't know. Did appeal to
But
me.
yeah, I think it's it just blew my mind watching that. It was everything I wanted.
Everything you didn't know you.
It made Google Glass look real bitch.
Well, does that even exist anymore?
Google
Like-
Glass?
yeah.
Yeah, there's still like people walking around like it's not out to the public yet, but
Oh, okay.
people could buy like the prototype of it.
Yeah,
Granted,
Soldier
Google
Boy has it.
Google Glass is like smaller and it's not probably doesn't weigh as much on your head.
And it's also really bad to use while driving.
yeah.
You mean I'm not supposed to be playing Minecraft while
Yeah.
I'm driving?
It's like, oh, check that Facebook.
Oh god, I can't wait.
Dude, before you know it, we're probably going to be having cars drive themselves. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's-
they're already trying that.
I can't wait. I fucking hate driving, so can't wait.
I just want the interior of my car to just be a bed. And I'll get into my car and just lay down in bed and say, I go to work.
That's not good because you'll fall
What
asleep.
if I need
You'll
more
be-
people to like get in the car? It's like weird that we all have to share a bed.
Or that? Yeah, I didn't think of that, but that too.
See, Nick, you gotta think of that kind of stuff.
I don't have to. But I'll move on. Let me know what you think of HoloLens, because I am curious, because that is the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. And they're also like, oh yeah, that's the other thing I could bring up from that. I didn't write it down for some reason. I just remembered it. They're also letting, with the Windows 10, they're letting you like beam your Xbox One games
Yeah,
to a
streaming.
PC.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's cross-platform.
it's not going to be
Think
out
it-
until
I'm honestly.
you can't play with.
This
PC
is something
people.
like-
it's just used
Oh,
as like a
not
second screen.
cross-platform, okay.
Yeah, not.
So you can't so you can play. What you're saying though is like if I have GTA 5 on my Xbox One, I can play it on my
Computer.
PC.
Yeah.
Assuming
Okay.
you have Windows.
Yeah,
But
okay.
there'll be like latency and stuff with it, like other remote plays.
Oh, well, we'll see on
Stuff,
that when it
yeah.
comes out, but...
Well, it's not ideally what I thought it was going to be, but still, this is like almost as like it's about time Microsoft got their act together and making that kind of doable. Because this is like I was expecting this back in when the 360 was practically just coming out. This was, I'm not saying for me.
They do kind of have, though, with Windows Live Gaming, is that you share your achievements across, like, your 360 console, or if you play Windows Live games, you like share your achievements, and people can, like, I could message you from the 360 and you get it on your PC.
I feel like I know where they're going with
Like,
this.
they
I feel
have
like
that.
now they're starting to realize
Yeah.
Steam is so popular, they're trying to contest them, and they're not going to win.
Well, no, they're
No,
not
it's,
gonna
just,
win.
it's sort of just like a second screen because they're sort of they're the only console now who doesn't have that
Yeah.
functionality because like
Yeah.
PlayStation has the Vita
Yeah.
remote play. We had. I will give it that. Wii U gamepad has no latency at all because it's directly linked to
Yeah.
the console, but you have to be like 20 feet away from it. It's like 20 feet or closer to it to work. So, I don't know. But yeah, I just want to bring that up also. But some PAX South news. Gearbox on Borderlands 3 said, "We're ready to start, but we need your help."
Kickstarter?
They said, quote, or Randy Pitchford said, "We want to think about the future and we want to think about the next Borderlands and we need some help. The fact is, we're not working on a new Borderlands game, but we want to. If you are in the industry and you think you can help us, we want you to help us. We want to get started on the new Borderlands game. The studio is looking to add help to develop the game. There's literally nothing to tell, but we're ready to start."
Tell you
they're
the
saying
biggest
they're
thing
saying
I
we're
want.
hiring.
The biggest thing I want if they make Borderlands 3 is since they're obviously going off planet to wherever they go. I can't remember the name of the
Well,
place.
they're on the moon in the pre-sequel. Or
Yeah,
the
so they're-
moon of that planet.
Yeah, see, there you go. Make instead of like it just being one big planet you're on, make it multiple planets.
Like Mass Effect.
Well, they might as well jack it for Mass Effect because I was just reading an article about how they like taking ideas from each other because Lord knows that there's one game that Destiny is most like, it's Borderlands. But
Except they didn't do it as good as Borderlands.
agree to disagree. But
Yeah.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's like, yeah, just make planet and then also make you be able to fly and do like cool like little flight like missions.
Come on, catch a ride.
Yeah. Come on, catch a ride in this rocket ship.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel like I
Really?
should.
You've
Scooter.
never heard Matt say that like
Scooter
1,000
He's
times?
the guy that kind of is your mechanic.
Like,
He makes like the
No, I
the
understand if
vehicles.
you didn't play
Oh,
Borderlands enough to remember
I
that,
did.
but
I've never.
Come on,
He
catch
said-
a ride.
he says that all the time.
I kind of stopped, but
I have. I
He
have.
used to say
I
it
did.
I
all the
really
time.
haven't, honestly.
it shows how much Nick pays attention to me.
I don't remember a lot of. I don't even remember what I ate like a week ago. So
You probably didn't eat because you got nothing but bread and mayonnaise in your refrigerator.
Well, he's got mayonnaise, so that's one good thing.
oh no, I don't know. I made myself a great tuna sandwich with some.
And no one cares.
cut up
anymore, so
onions.
let's go ahead.
I stopped listening the second you said I made.
But she didn't.
Quiz
No.
me, quiz me,
Anyway.
quiz me.
Nope. Anyway, we're moving
I
on.
remember.
This makes me excited. Oh yeah. Speaking of, this is gonna be on Witcher 3. Speaking of it, there's like a bunch of like people got to play 3 hours of the game and stuff.
Yeah,
I saw
was
it.
doing that. Looks good.
It looks,
It may have swayed me. Like I'm
it
pretty.
looks phenomenal.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it until a review, or I'll probably just like play it because I know you and Matt are gonna both buy the shit out of
Well,
it.
I'm
So
Oh, I can't say I'm gonna buy the shit out of it, but I still gotta play Witcher 2.
I might purchase it day one, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy the shit out of it.
I'm gonna take
I'm
a
gonna
shit.
buy like 20 million copies so no one can have it.
But anyway, this thing I think is
I'm
amazing.
gonna buy Walt's copy so he
The
can.
Witcher 3 dev is making a stand against paid DLC.
Good for him.
Good job.
CD Projekt co-founder and joint CEO Marcin Owinski, hope I didn't say your name wrong, told IGN the developer is releasing 16 free Witcher free Wild Hunt downloadable post-launch content packs to make a statement against the quote steeply priced paid DLC economy.
See, this is one time I'm actually
Not
allowed. But go ahead.
No, sorry,
I thought you
is
were
it a
not
quick
done.
point? or-
You did like that look.
Well,
at
I had
this
to
thing.
scroll down past the video.
You Paul Pearsons.
Because people just paid, they said, when asked why he's doing it, they said, because people just paid full price for our game and we owe them. Yeah, we're making a statement. We as gamers would like to be treated this way. Hey, give me free DLC. It doesn't have to be something huge. I'm not saying we're giving out something huge, but we're not giving out tens of hours of storyline here. We're giving out small bits and pieces that don't cost a lot. I think people would feel a lot better about our game, and so they will enjoy an adventure even more. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty
awesome.
awesome.
But there is only one genre of games that I believe paid DLC is okay, and I actually encourage it.
MMOs.
Fighting games.
Oh.
Well, MMOs. Well, you're paying a subscription. You shouldn't have to. That's different. Like if you're paying like what is it for WoW?
There's-
$15 a month.
There's a few cases where I'm okay with it. I think like Call of Duty and Halo, I don't think it's like that big of a deal if they release like a map pack. Like maybe that should be free, but the other thing though, I had no problem paying for Shivering Islands. Like that, there's no way that should be free.
Well,
that
that
was
could have been a
literally an
standalone
entire
game by
yeah.
itself. Yeah. that
They
was
sold
huge.
it as a standalone game.
Yeah, they did.
So
But with fighting games, it's because it's nothing but multiplayer, so it's so hard to have a perfectly balanced fighting game. I can understand like having to tweak it, and that takes a lot of work and a lot of man hours, and I can understand paying for that. And I will pay for it because I want the best fighting game experience
see,
possible.
I feel that way until Street Fighter
Why?
with their Super Street Fighter 4 Ultimate
No,
Fighting Edition
before
5.
before you make up words, it went Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition 2012, Ultra Street Fighter 4, and then a free release of Omega
And then there's a new one coming out now
in next year.
called
Wait, no.
Ultimate Super Street Fighter 4.
No,
he
Omega.
got it, it's
No, it's
Omega.
Omega. Yeah, Omega's free.
But there was another like that. It's
No, it's
it's
Omega.
ridiculous. But re-releasing your game 5 fucking
But see,
times.
to the uninitiated, it's the same game, but it is not the same game.
It's just got
Like
some,
in tournaments, they only play AE 2012. They just started using.
you know
Ultra.
what? But I know it takes a little bit of time to like patch some characters around. But you know what? You tested your game. If a character's so overpowered, you should know.
But they won't because they're not these guys. The creators aren't as good as. The
I'm not gonna
players.
lie. I'm not saying this game is on par with Street Fighter. The people who made Mortal Kombat vs. DC, I think it was another. Wasn't it
Mortal
the
Kombat vs. DC or Injustice?
Mortal Kombat vs.
Because
DC?
that game was awful. So I don't
But-
know what you're going with.
The people should have been able just to play basically like I did. Know that Shang Tsung was so overpowered. All you gotta do is just mash one combo, and they couldn't do
I
it.
guarantee you, if a skilled player played you, you beat you.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Honestly, Shang Tsung probably isn't as busted as we think he
But
is.
still,
Now, Superman had an infinite combo in that game. That was busted, and it should have been fixed.
they should. Yeah, that should be
But-
free.
But,
But
that was before.
The fix
patches
should be
and
free,
shit.
but like when they when they went from Super Street Fighter to Super Street Fighter 4, they added
Yeah, if they're giving new characters, that's fine.
yeah, and then 8 Arcade Edition added characters. 2012 was just a patch.
That's
2012 was just a
was
balancing
it
patch.
free?
I'm pretty sure it was free. Like it was
I
just
hope.
an
I'm
update.
saying like, if they're giving you
Yeah.
new characters and content like maps, that's fine. But
Like-
how much did it cost? Was it like $60 again when they re-released the
Oh,
games,
sure.
or was it like 40 or
You're
20
talking
or
about
something?
Street
like that?
Fighter?
Yeah.
It was like $15 each time.
Okay, good. I thought they
Yeah.
were charging full game price.
Total after everything, it's been $60 again. Like after Super Arcade.
Didn't if you didn't own the game, if you went to buy it in the store, it was $60.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with that. But as long as they're not making you pay for patches, then I'm just
No,
See,
no, no.
See, for me, the only game that I feel like needs expansions that are worth buying are MMOs. For me personally, like I look at, I mean, WoW is, I mean, I've handed WoW so much money I can't even tell you. But
yeah.
But like for me, I don't feel like I'm a sucker for these because I can't stay into a game long enough for a DLC to even come out for me to buy. I mean, there's very few. I can name probably like on one hand the amount of DLC I've bought other than MMOs. I mean, WoW, yes, you can sit there and be like, oh well, WoW, yeah, but they patch and give you a new dungeon and a new this and that and all that stuff. Well, yeah, but you're also like Nick said, you're paying $15 a month. So are you really not paying for freaking?
Yeah.
I mean, now there are some MMOs. Well, I'll put it in quotation MMO that was bullshit that you had to pay $20 for. Was freaking. Destiny's freaking expansion.
Oh, yeah.
My God, that
like
was a
the
waste.
future.
You had 4 or 5 missions, and you had a new raid, and that was it. You get a new raid every patch for WoW. So I mean, I was just like, you got to be kidding me. It's like, so what now? But I mean, that one was bad. But you don't pay a subscription for that game, so maybe it's not.
But back to the fighting games, there's one time it was terrible, and everyone was angry about this, and that was in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Which the game it was a fun enough game, but a lot of it didn't really last in the pro community because it was kind of a boring game to watch. But it was released, and then they released DLC, and people found out the DLC was on the disc already done.
Ooh.
Like, the only thing they had to do was download some software, like to just make sure it was compatible with the game, and that's it.
So
they had Blanca and Dudley and
I saw
a bunch of other
I
characters. I
remember
think it was like 8 total. That could have been in the full release of the game that they just didn't. And then the game comes out, and then they wanted to charge you, I think it was $15 for all those characters.
That's why they're doing those season pass bullshit.
And that's really why Capcom gets the bad credit, because they did that. Like,
that is pretty mean.
Yeah.
That does suck, but I mean, if the game, if you're getting, did you feel like you got your $60 worth from that game before that DLC came out?
And it's not that the game wasn't worth.
Oh no, I know, but
it's
I
that
was
you
just
finished it. It was on the disc, ready to go.
Yeah,
And you just blocked
it is kind of shitty, but
Like, I bought the disc, but you're saying I can't use everything on it because you want me to pay more to use the
I
rest
think
of the
a
disc.
lot of these games nowadays, especially your big games, go in there. Like, there's no doubt in my mind when Call of Duty throws out a game, they're not already thinking DLC map.
Oh, they've already got 2 of them probably done.
Yeah,
But just not on the
these
disc.
people are doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, they know you're gonna buy it because you're gonna feel obligated. You're
But
gonna be like,
Capcom's-
I gotta buy this to play these.
But that was so bold the way they did it, was they just left it on the disc. But like Call of Duty's will be like, you're gonna have to download it. I mean, it's done, but you have to download it.
yeah, I like that they're doing that. It's cool.
Yeah, that is cool with The Witcher.
I'm not huge into DLC anymore because honestly, my multiplayer tastes are really getting limited now. It was the first year I skipped Call of Duty. I played it I think at my friend's house for like a little bit, and I mean, I'll play Halos online, I'll play Gears, stuff like that. But honestly, I'm transitioning more towards single player games. So
that was an enjoyable DLCs that I bought. Was the first Gears of War's DLC maps. They were so good.
Oh yeah.
But that is cool.
What was that level
Rating
we liked?
down.
No, not Rape. Well, that one was one. My God, I love that one. But that one was free. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That one was free. It was the marsh level with the crow that would come down.
Blood Marsh.
Yeah, that one. They had the garden. It was called Garden, and then they had
God, that was amazing. Yeah.
I can't remember that other level. There was another level there. I can't remember it. I want to say you fought in like that dark factory place.
I don't remember the name.
What's it called? The Dark Factory.
But see, that's the other thing when I was talking about the re-release. That has been long enough since Gears 1. Like, if they made a Gears of War, you can leave Judgment out if you want. I won't mind. You could, if they made like an HD Gears of War collection, I'm fucked.
They already have.
What? For 360.
They made it for 360.
That's not HD.
I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about like a
They sent it on to Gears of War 1. There was DLC, or it was
if they did that,
better quality.
that's why I'm sort of leaning a little more towards that.
That is cool with Project Red, though.
Yeah,
They're not even
I
a
like
huge
it.
studio, which is why it's cool they're doing that.
Oh, I agree that DLCs are a scam.
They know this game is gonna.
But they
So,
know they know we know
bones.
it's a scam, and they know that you're still gonna buy it. So.
Unless, because they only let you play 3 hours. Unless the first 3 hours is amazing, and after that it just sucks.
It's just
Just
dry
broken.
flow. Just dry flow.
You're just like falling through the ground and shit. But our last piece of news, Matt wanted to talk about Devil May Cry. So,
Definitive edition.
what exactly did you want to speak about this?
Well, I was reading about it, and
because I'm reading.
to me
I don't know what
personally, I thought that was the best combat. But to others, they think it was too easy. They think that from they don't count 4. They only really are going towards
If you need
DMC
your
1 and
article.
DMC 3.
There you go. If you
They
need to-
said, no, I kind of remember what they said, but they said DMC 1 and 3 was a lot harder, and they said it was like a lot harder to get
Devil May Cry
S.
3 was really
Was
hard.
yeah, it was like a lot harder to get
Oh.
S rank, and it was a lot harder to do like Royal Guard was hard. Like you really had to be good at Royal Guard. They're saying the dodging system's easier in this one. So what they did on this one is they made they said the guy said he should have made it classic mode, but they said hardcore mode, and it doesn't affect your like you playing on Dante Must Die mode or normal or easy. It's just you play that mode, that version of it, and it makes it to where like the dodging system's hard instead of like your devil trigger. Like you know how when you devil triggered, it knocked everyone up in the air. They took that away. They said they made it to where it's not a get out of jail free card. It's like a now you have to like fight. And they said they made it a lot harder to get that automatic S, which it was pretty easy to get triple S's.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that was good. I mean, they said it's more than just a graphic change, 60 FPS and 180
1080.
or 1080. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're kind of like reconning it back to like giving it that challenge that DMC gives to
Maybe.
the games.
Part of the reason why Devil May Cry 3 was I was one of the people that had this happen. When they first brought Devil May Cry 3 over
And Virgil Boy.
from Japan, they screwed up the discs to where they like had normal was actually hard mode,
Yeah.
and there was no easy mode. Then they re-released the game, and I have one of the discs where normal mode is hard mode and stuff. So
So is hard mode normal mode?
When they
No,
made,
no, no, like-
when they made
There's
Virgil,
just no easy mode.
there's no easy. Easy's normal, hard. They screwed
Okay.
up like everything. So I remember I played that game. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like this is ridiculous. Like I'm like getting my ass kicked in the second level. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? So then I looked it up and
No,
found out.
It is
and
a
I was
hard
like, oh,
game, no doubt about it. I beat it twice.
Virgil, the one where Virgil was put into the game was the
Oh,
one that
yeah.
went to normal and easy.
Jesus,
or
I
to
was-
chain, they flipped it around.
that's the other thing. That wasn't on Xbox. That was only on PS2, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
another
they did-
PS2
They did a
friend.
port. It's on 360.
Oh, I
Devil May
meant.
Cry
Well, I
is-
meant Xbox, like
Okay.
Xbox, like the original one. That's another series that was absolutely amazing. That was on PS2. Just keeps going on. And
Yeah.
on.
I don't think Capcom was on Xbox's side till 360.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
But before we get into the email questions,
Believe it or not, Resident Evil 4, the game that's been like brought to a new system like more than I've ever seen. The only one it hasn't gone on to was 360 or Xbox One.
you can't wait to see.
It went on PC, it went on PS3. I think you can even download on PS4.
It's on the Wii,
I'm
wasn't
sure
it?
What,
Wii,
Resident
Wii
Evil?
was on there, and it
Yeah,
just
like the original
and
Resident
GameCube.
Evil.
No,
No,
Resident
4.
Evil 4.
4.
It's on PS4.
No, it might. I mean,
I
you
don't
might be
think
able
it
to
is.
buy it on PS4, like on the.
Probably the PS Now.
No, it's
That's
probably
not-
not on there yet,
it's
but it
not.
will be. Trust me, it will be. But it was on PS3, but you couldn't buy it on 360.
I guess before we get into the emails, what game do you play? What games are you guys playing?
Pokemon Omega Ruby. Going a little harder than I'm proud of. The Pokemon
It's
Omega
okay.
Ruby. Yesterday alone, I got all 3 of the Reggies. Regirock, Reggie-Ice, Reggie-Steel. I got Regigigas. I got Heatran. And today I got Rayquaza and Deoxys. So, yeah, be jealous.
Legendary hunting is one of my favorite things to do.
So Matt is jealous.
What game are you playing, Matt?
Well, I finished my Naruto game, which was, I got all 1,000 achievements almost. I
Keep your
needed like 2.
enthusiasm down, Matt.
Wasn't worth the pay, but it was. But I made it worth the pay because I got a lot of achievements on. Like I got like 9,000, like I think like 84.
Oh, then you better finish it. You better
I
get
can't, man.
that
30 freaking kills without dying on survival mode is too hard. I
Give
get
me
to
10
like
minutes.
16.
Give me 10 minutes.
I get like to 16 and then I die.
It probably takes longer than 10 minutes to kill them.
I can
No, but anyways, I could finish the other one, but I'm kind of beating Max Payne 3 again a little. I'm kind of flip flopping through a bunch of games.
You're not
And then,
playing The Witcher 2, are you?
No, I'm probably gonna play that whenever Witcher 3's about. But right now, my mom, I know, my mom persuaded me to. She bought a server of Minecraft, and me and her are playing it together. So now I'm playing Minecraft again. It's a good filler for a void.
For me, I'm sitting here talking about I hate the game shouldn't be ported over and re-released. I'm playing one of these games that are ported over. I'm playing Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. borrowing it from my friend.
Yeah, but see, that's different for you because you didn't play it.
I know, but it still shouldn't have got ported. Like, it was my fault. I didn't play it when it came on 360, so I
So
should
you
buy the
should, because
360.
you bought a new system, you should be shunned from playing that game.
No, because it came out before the systems were out.
Well,
So,
one,
no.
you probably were never going to buy it anyway, so you just got lucked out.
But
You
no,
said, "Oh,
I'm
hey,
glad,
why not?"
It's superb. It's amazing. The first, like, I'm like 25% in or something. The game said it's absolutely amazing.
Still the best PS Plus DLC or PS Plus
I
free game
can't
for
believe that was
PS3.
free.
Oh
That
yeah, right.
was
God,
ridiculous.
this game
Are you
is.
kidding me?
I would
totally play
recommend. Like, I don't know if you guys have played it. It's our
that.
buddies.
I'll play it. I'll play it if you're
You can ask him if you could borrow it. It's fucking amazing.
Sweet.
Lara Croft's the boss. He's a Banff. Maybe she could beat Nathan Drake. Starting to think so
She could beat him.
in a fight.
Oh yeah.
Starting to think so. But we'll
Both
go
only
into the
human.
questions. Brian commented on the video. As you know, you can comment questions or you can email us
At
at livethroughgames@gmail.com. I'll have the link
You're not
over
gonna
there.
do it. You'll forget.
I always do it. Brian asks, what old game franchises need to be revived? And for that, I have an easy answer for you. We're actually brainstorming new video ideas. There'll be a video probably up before this one explaining all these new video things. But one of them is game franchises that need to be revised.
Save this franchise.
It's called Save This Franchise. We'll have some brief gameplay of it and explain why it needs to be saved. So for that, I'll answer your question with, you're going to get an entire segment about
Yeah.
your question.
So you don't want to like tell him now what you're thinking about playing?
Why would I spoil it? Well, I'll give you, alright, well fine. We have multiple games we're going to do, so I'll give you one. I'll give you a little teaser for it. Sonic Adventure, the series. Because since Sonic Adventure 2, that series has sucked ass, except for Generations, like a little blip. But yeah, that's mine.
Okay. Mine, look for this video up. I think our first Save This Franchise video will be up by the end of this week, or next week it'll be up for sure. But it's one of my favorite game series of all time, and it's the Skate franchise. Just Skate, Skate 1, Skate 1, Skate 2, Skate 3. And, oh man, those games are
Wasn't
fun.
Skate 3 though like kind of like a pretty much they didn't do anything different to it? They
No,
just added
they
a new
only, I
story.
mean, they added some stuff to it, but it wasn't the
It
jump.
was like
that
that.
Skate 2
It was like Batman Arkham
Didn't
Origins.
they let you get off your board finally?
That was Skate
That
2.
was 2.
Yeah.
2 was probably the best in my opinion.
I mean, I think 3 had better parks and stuff.
I didn't really play it,
But,
so I
yeah.
can't judge it. But I played 1 and 2.
But I think 3 had anyway, so much fun. But
What are you going to be demoing? Skate 1 or 2?
I only have Skate 2 right
Okay.
now, so it'll be all the footage that I'll capture will be from Skate 2. But you'll get the gist of the franchise. Don't worry.
You have one.
This one, it's a little harder for me between these two. They've kind of got theirs, but I guess if I'm going to really choose one, I'm going to probably do Quake. And I know I can buy it on Steam for pretty cheap, so I'll probably buy that and play a little bit with you, play a little bit for it and show some videos. I'd like to see Quake come back, especially since they have a QuakeCon.
They do
They have a QuakeCon,
just for
and they don't even have the games that were coming out. Like after I think that one that came out on 360, that's like the last I heard of it. And I mean, I didn't play the 4th one because I heard it was garbage. But I played 1, 2 was really fun, 3 was really good. It was arena. It was like that old school arena combat.
Aren't they all arena?
No.
Oh, no.
This
They
one
were.
was literally just multiplayer. It was just a multiplayer
Oh,
game.
okay.
It was like a Titanfall. But anyways, but it was cool because you could play like all these different cool characters, and I really had like a cool roster. And anyways, but Quake 1 and 2 were really fun for me. I was growing. My first LAN game I ever played was Quake 1. Like me, my mom, and my stepdad and Corey all like hooked up computers all together. And we all played it for all night. It was like an all-night thing. It was like one of the funnest times I ever had gaming. And I loved the game. I mean, I was actually last night, I just watched the dude beat the game in 14 minutes.
Salty?
I know.
Salty?
My God. No, I was impressed. I was like, this guy, like, I don't even want to get into it. But, anyways, that's probably going to be the game I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm a little salty. I realized I forgot to turn the lights on the thing. I mean, don't do it.
Why not?
Because we'll just keep it. It's fine.
You
We're
sure?
trying to keep it
Yeah.
sexual.
I forgot to turn the
It'll
lights to get us a little bright.
Take 2 seconds.
I'll do
You
it.
can't do it, Walt.
I
You need to do
can't
it.
twist light bulbs.
Does it look good? Look better.
Oh, now it's too light.
Does it look better?
Now they can see my pimples.
Oh, you actually
That does look a lot better.
Now
All
my
right.
face is smooth like a baby.
Jesus,
True.
No.
I see two right
No,
there.
no, you
I
don't.
do.
I put this. I turned the light on. My light bulb started like popping.
Yeah, that's
A
cool.
little,
My
scary.
nappies have been pretty
My,
good
my
lately.
lamp smoked and caught fire for like.
I was there. It was funny. It was
Yeah.
like I heard a little noise over
I'm
there.
pretty sure I got like Toby's like paranormal activity in my house or something.
But we'll move on with the
I've already
question.
accepted Savannah's floating in the air in my living room every night.
That's scary.
That's his bulldog. Bulldog? No?
Yeah.
Savannah probably doesn't even give a shit. He's just sleeping. Screw it. But we got 2 questions emailed in from the same person, from Kevin. You can email us or comment as many questions as you want for now until we get like crazy. We'll only read one of them, but let's be honest, it's probably not going to happen for a while. So send as many questions as you want. So his first question is, should cross-platform multiplayer be allowed? Like PS4 could play with Xbox One and Call of Duty and stuff
Is
like
that what that means? It doesn't
Yeah.
mean like PC to
No.
console?
I mean, you could play with
Well,
PC
they already
if you
have
want,
that.
but I think he more meant, because in the email he went on to say how he saw like other outlets talking about should PS4 be able to play with Xbox One.
My answer to that is just like, should. It'd be awesome.
Probably.
It would be, especially even if it was just third-party games.
Well, it would have to be.
But you would have to get Microsoft and Sony sit down in a room and have like their servers be identical and like their.
That's what I was gonna say, because
And Microsoft, they do it this way. Sony, they do it this way.
PSN's not at the level of Xbox Live,
Yeah,
like
and
quality, so
and
it would be hard.
It would be should in a perfect world, but
I figured we'd leave Nintendo out of this because
Yeah.
there's no way in hell they could ever play.
Like, I kind of have an answer to an answer type thing. Like, I agree with you, but they already have this. Like, and it's for the perfect genre as MMOs. Because people, and I think they understand that, is not everyone has an $800 computer that can run these games in good quality, like
Yeah,
Final
screw that.
Fantasy that they have in DC Universe.
Yeah.
So now they made it to where you play, PS4 can play with the PC characters, PC in Final Fantasy Realm Reborn, and same with DC. They can play together.
yeah, that's cool.
So-
but that's pretty common, and I think that's one of the things that I think is cool. But it's not also something that really gets me that excited either. Like, I don't really care who I'm playing with online.
And
Yeah, but
it
it
makes
makes
you
you
have
have. It makes for me, like my mom, she plays MMOs. She doesn't have a PS4. She played Final Fantasy on her PC, and I played it on my PS4. Which now they even make it to where you can hook up your. I mean, they're making MMOs come to consoles. It's a thing now.
Yeah.
And I'm able to like hook my keyboard and my mouse up to my PS4 and play it on that. And I can. It's practically like playing on a computer. So yeah, I don't have a great computer that can run it. And would it be better to play an MMO on a PC? 9 times out of 10, yes.
Yeah.
But so they kind of have it to where he's wanting it to go. I don't think they're gonna have it like that.
I think it's sort of impossible. I think with the MMOs, it's more you're on a dedicated server.
Yeah, that's
so
why.
They're like Xbox Live and PSN. And
Until-
whatever the hell Nintendo has isn't
Until
gonna mix.
a true gaming overlord appears and just buys everything and says all your games are belong to me and then creates its own.
Hopefully that happens.
That's what Nick's dream is.
That's
I
my
don't,
dream.
I don't want that. Because
I don't want
monopolies are bad for
consoles
the economy.
anymore. I don't want console.
Monopoly, that's why they're illegal.
I don't know. I love that game.
They're
I
not
did it.
technically not. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
in
like
that
back with
sense.
N64, they had
No,
a
not
monopoly.
gaming monopolies. Yeah, gaming monopolies are illegal. Not gaming monopolies. Monopolies in general are illegal. They're enforced by some government agency. I'm not
Well,
going
it
to say
does-
because I'll get it wrong.
it
and
doesn't-
people throw it in my face.
It doesn't have to be a monopoly, but someone
for
can do that. It doesn't matter. You can leave it in the
You hold on to it, man.
So he has another question. What franchise crossover would you all like to see?
You ready for this? Because I was the second he said this.
Wait, Captain America's Skate.
That wasn't going to be my answer. It might be now, but no. When you said that, I never thought about it before, but you said that, I was like, Bayonetta Devil May Cry.
Oh, speaking of this, I know this is completely off topic,
Uh-huh.
but you mentioned Bayonetta. This is a game I guarantee you may not have heard about, but you should look into it. Scalebound.
I've heard the name. I don't know what
It is. The guy jokingly said it's going to be like the greatest game ever, and people took it way out of context. He was joking around when he said it, but it is made from Platinum, which is people who made
Okay.
Devil May Cry. It's going to be like
Platinum.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, Bayonetta.
It's going to be like crazy, kind of like that. But he said it's for like they're adding the Xbox Xbox Studio gaming studio to
Yeah.
it. So it's going to be like a Bayonetta, but like westernized, so it's not like crazy. And the dude
well.
sort of looks like no, the fighting's going to be just as ridiculous, but it's not like you're getting like half naked when you're fighting. But the dude kind of looks like a Dante guy you play. I think he's got his headphones on and crap, gets his armor.
I'll look into that then. That sounds cool.
So I'm pretty excited about that
Yeah.
because Bayonetta looks awesome.
Yeah.
But
Just Bayonetta, Devil May Cry crossover, just because, can you imagine the set pieces and the fighting that would happen in that game? Whether it's Bayonetta versus Dante or Bayonetta and Dante versus something. Either way, like, that's just awesome.
Man, I really actually think I got a good one.
It's gonna be bad.
I know they've already had a crossover, and I want to say Mario because his name obviously will carry more.
Yeah.
Sonic and Mario Adventure game. You know how you play Sonic for a level and Knuckles for another?
Yes.
Have Mario plays like platforming level or make it like Galaxy. Have him do something and then have levels for Sonic. Those two
I
play
like it.
together. I think that would be a great one. No Sonic and Mario at the Olympics.
Yeah.
Not that.
What
We're
if-
talking
what
real.
if, by inputting a cheat code, you could have Mario and Sonic do the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z and fuse into one character that is the ultimate platformer?
I'd see a lot of stars because they all like to have stars around them whenever they turn invincible.
So it's like, fusion, ha! And then
So we're talking like
Marionic.
Sonic with a mustache and a cape
Red's Sonic with a hat, a mustache, white gloves, and he shoots fireballs. And he can grow super big and put on a cat suit and everything else Mario does.
climb up
or
walls,
Mario
cat
could
suit.
look like a hedgehog.
Mario doesn't want to look like a pig, okay? The pig wants to put on the red hat and the mustache and shoot fireballs.
And want to know what it feels like to be number one.
Yeah, he's like, God, is this what it feels like?
There's no debating here. Sonic is
But
like
no,
big.
seriously, I actually think that'd be a really good idea. Like, take the greatness from Galaxies and take the greatness from whatever Sonic's last game was that was good, and like
Adventure
just kind of
two.
make them mesh. Like, honestly, take Sonic Generation stuff and maybe hell, and then you could throw in like Mario levels and
See,
have
that
Sonic
would-
run
see,
through
that would-
them
that would-
and have Mario platform on Sonic levels.
See,
and
that
would
would
just be
work
amazing.
because you could have both of them have 2D levels and
It's
both of them
more-
have 3D levels.
It's more doable
Oh,
than
that's
a lot
very
because
doable,
they're
yeah.
already trying to do the whole Nintendo's getting together type thing,
Yeah.
especially with this Amiibo stuff. I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly, it's more seeable than you think.
What if
And they're
if
already shown that they're going to cross them with the Olympics crap.
Super Platformer Bros, Mario, Sonic, Kirby, Captain Toad,
Mega
Yoshi,
Man.
That's too
Mega
much.
Man,
Oh,
Mega Man, Shovel
Dude,
Knight,
so should they just make a Smash Bros, but you do Mario
but you
platforming?
platform. Super Platform Brothers, that's what I said.
but
Donkey Kong can throw barrels at him.
we don't want to talk about what Mario does in DK. We watched that game theaters video. That's scumbag. But mine, usually I would say some PlayStation franchises like Jack and Ratchet
Yeah.
or something. But I've recently been inspired because I'm playing Lara Croft. I would love to see Tomb Raider, Uncharted.
So you just want to see the next Uncharted, but Lara Croft's in it.
No, I want them both to be.
Honestly, that sounds very doable. But
Yeah, I want them both to be. in it.
it'll be
That'd
something that
amazing.
I think would happen like a few.
I don't know, I feel
maybe
like
10 years after each franchise.
I don't know,
has been
so-
out.
I feel like Tomb Raider's been out too long, or it's too towards Xbox, and Uncharted obviously its flagship is.
Well, the new Lara Croft game is only a time exclusive. So.
It doesn't. Yeah,
These things
but
change all
do
the
they
time.
time
Oh,
exclusive
I know.
too?
I'm not saying it's gonna ever
Like
happen.
these rights change all the time though. So like if PlayStation got it, I could see it happening. Is all I'm saying.
Although I'm just saying, Tomb Raider's built a franchise for itself now. Not that it didn't have one to begin with. I'm just saying, which
Oh.
originally did start out
See,
on PlayStation and never went
It's
to
funny
Xbox One.
because I played like a little bit of the old Tomb Raider, so I didn't really care that much about this Tomb Raider that I'm playing now, and I really wish I did because it's amazing. Now there's another 2015 game that I'm like
Rise of the
super
Tomb Raider.
pumped about now. I'll probably wait for it to come to PS4 because I'll be playing Uncharted. I think actually that's
But,
probably gonna get delayed.
I played one of the old school ones before they went to this new style of Lara Croft, and it was alright. I mean, it wasn't that great, but this one looks like, yeah, I definitely want to play it. And the girl who played her, she's freaking gorgeous. My God. Oh, God.
Yeah, She's awesome.
She's so hot right now.
Who are we talking about?
The lady that played like Laura Croft and did her stunts and did her voice.
Angelina Jolie.
No.
The one for the game.
The one for the game.
Okay.
She didn't look too much
Angelina
like her.
Jolie's
She
hot.
looks like her.
Yeah.
She looks like her in the game, but they made her look more.
It's
Laura
not like
Croft.
Trevor and his voice actor.
Yeah,
the
they're not
exact
like-
same person.
Oh,
Like, if
but
you
she's-
saw,
yeah.
like, I'll show you, it's, like, when we're
Yeah.
done. But if you saw the two, you'd be like, okay, she does look kind of like Laura Croft.
Yeah.
And her British accent is, like, amazing.
Now, by amazing, you mean
It's sexy.
okay.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. I was thinking of the gears.
know, like,
no,
she
no.
could
Sexy
play Laura.
British accent.
The gears are turning for ideas for videos. We can talk about it in the end.
Yeah.
I think it's your random topic. I'm pretty
I
sure.
really think I came prepared, if I'm being honest. You know what? We ran long in this video anyway. Just let me do it next week. Like I wasn't thinking about it.
All right, fine. I'll throw a random question.
All right.
And it'll be quick.
All right.
One character that could be put in Smash Bros.
Bayonetta.
Snake.
Shovel Knight.
Woo!
All right, that's it.
All right, but
All right, a character that hasn't already been in Smash. Big boss.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
because I guess because we're just like bullshitting now,
Yeah.
just for a little bit, it'll be shorter. You know what I found out about these new amiibos? That a little salt.
What?
All these hunters of amiibos are gonna have a little thing. You know how they're having the Mario Party set of amiibos? Like they got the Smash set, they got the Mario and stuff. Apparently, the Mario one, they're like the same thing.
I got one.
So, and not to mention the figures only hold data for one game.
Right.
So,
You got
'Cause
Smash
they're
amiibos,
releasing
you got
so
Mario
many
Smash,
Marios.
Mario Party, Mario.
there's some amiibos that are only on the like
Yeah.
Toad. You can only get on that.
Mhm.
I wonder if these hunters are gonna say, I only want one Mario. I don't need multiples.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna start doing like, oh, here's Raccoon Suit Mario. Here's
All right. I want to hear what Matt's saying. We're
All
gonna
right.
ask something funny about the amiibos I heard about.
I like, and I don't, I mean, I count him, but I don't. I like where they went with the ballsy attack with the shooters in Smash.
Ballsy?
Like, batting Mega Man being like pretty much a definitive shooter, and then the Mii character
Bro,
having a shooter.
What's his name?
me.
Gun-
I wasn't a big fan. It's just because I can't think of anyone on the top of my head that was for NES. Contra guy in there to add a new shooter. I think it would be really cool.
Now, what if his like final smash was he just turned the entire stage into a level of Contra, and you just had to hop through?
Yeah, that would just. I think that
And
would
you
be.
just die because
I
it's
really
so
think
hard.
it was such a successful franchise. I think that they brought Duck Hunt in
Yeah.
this. I feel like they really could do something with that. Just
That'd
add
be
the
good.
Contra guy.
Castlevania guy. I don't know his name.
I don't know.
I think
There's,
it's
I think there's
Dracula.
more than
Quest. No,
one.
I
You
think
kill
you fight, you kill
Dracula.
Oh, okay.
There's more than one.
Yeah,
I
there's a
don't think
lot
it's
of
the
But-
same guy.
But with the amiibos thing, I heard about Sakurai, the guy who's like the biggest developer of Smash Bros. He's like the head of the creative
Yeah.
team or whatever. He can't find amiibos.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I can't. It's bullshit.
He's
dude.
like, I wanted to get like an amiibo,
Dude,
he can't get it.
King
anywhere.
DDD is even like everyone's sold out. Like I'm sitting there like,
It's like
oh,
Kirby. It's like Kirby, Mario.
you can find those.
And there's like one other Donkey Kong. It's
think
like,
Well, at least I like Mario, and he's easy to find.
Think about getting a curb stomp amiibo.
Even though I
what?
Curb stomp?
yeah,
Is,
it's a
it
new
new? Is
name.
that a new thing?
I don't know.
It's a good name.
I heard it somewhere. I forgot.
Oh my god, you should
I'm
have
not
seen
gonna
saw
take
when
credit
me and
for
Nick
it.
played like the other day when he was playing DDD and did the same thing he does with Kirby with DDD.
It works.
Yep.
It does sometimes, but
Dude,
Is
This
it
one-
not as good as Kirby's though?
I don't know. It's decent.
Because like
dude,
I
it's so funny because he just sits here talking.
It just falls like
falls
Matt.
down.
Like I had I killed Matt first. And I had like 100 some damage.
So
And he
yeah,
went in to
you
try. I
get
just
it.
fucking sucked him and just jumped off the map. I was like, oh, that's a perfect trade off. 100 over 0.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, it's like Sakurai's. I can't find. It's like give that man an amiibo for God's sakes. Like
Make him his own amiibo
make
himself.
a Sakurai amiibo and then give me that.
And then not give it to him.
Yeah,
No,
and then, so then I'll buy
I
them all,
can't.
and then I'll sell them to him for $50 on the dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess that's your kind of random bullshit.
Yeah, there you go.
Not a random topic, but just random crap.
Now I can't look forward to my random topic because lazy ass can't friggin' think of
I'm
one.
sorry, I forgot it was my week. Okay,
You should be on top of this.
I should. It's the most important thing in my life.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But now this was episode
14, not 13, man.
14 of episode of Podcast Reloaded. I don't know I'm not salty right now. I'm pretty happy. But look
Saltily
for
happy.
I'm salty for Sakurai.
the video that describes all the new things we're thinking about, all the new videos we're thinking about doing. It's pretty cool because I enjoy doing this. I don't
Yeah.
know about you guys. I enjoy it.
I hate it.
God, it's only because I roped them in. Actually, it was Matt's idea to do
You got
all
me on a
this.
10-year contract.
What?
Because I remember I did the blog and I just like quit doing it, and then you got all inspired from something.
Oh,
and I was like,
yeah,
why don't you
yeah.
all just jump on and I'll restart it. But thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video and our page. I'm forgetting the whole rigmarole of stuff I say.
Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know.
Alright,
I'm
we're gonna end
blanking.
it
I'm
here.
blanking.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Wild card!
Keep
Got you.
gaming.
Got you.
Damn it.
Later.
Now it has to be in. Later.